Prophet Brian Carn has just stepped into a role that has the entire Atlanta faith community buzzing with both excitement and controversy. As the newly announced successor of one of the city's most influential churches, his appointment has sparked countless questions. Why was he chosen? How did this transition happen so suddenly? And what conversations are taking place behind closed doors? The full story is far more layered than most people realize. Understanding this moment begins with Brian Carn's journey. Raised with a deep foundation of faith, his early life was shaped by devotion, study, and service. He began preaching as a young man, quickly gaining attention for his ability to connect with people through heartfelt messages and a profound grasp of Scripture. Over the years, his ministry expanded through televised appearances, online outreach, and national engagements, earning him a loyal following and the respect of prominent faith leaders. His approach blends traditional biblical principles with real-world issues, resonating with young adults, families, and older believers alike. This versatility, along with his spiritual integrity, positioned him as a rising figure in modern ministry. His rise, however, wasn't without challenges. Leading a ministry requires navigating complex organizational structures, high expectations, and sometimes skepticism. But his consistent dedication and ethical leadership helped him overcome obstacles and build credibility. Even so, few expected him to be named successor of a major Atlanta church, making the announcement even more surprising. When the news was revealed during a special service attended by church leaders, members, and media, reactions were immediate and mixed. Many celebrated enthusiastically, praising his dynamic preaching and fresh vision. They see this as a new beginning filled with energy and innovation. Others, especially longtime members, reacted more cautiously, wondering whether he could preserve the traditions and tones set by previous leadership. Social media exploded with discussions, debates, and speculation, revealing just how deeply this church's influence runs through the community. Behind the scenes, leaders reportedly spent months evaluating the transition. Some wanted a slower approach, while others felt the church needed a decisive, forward-looking appointment. Insiders say the final decision was shaped not only by Brian Carn's qualifications, but also by strategic considerations, long-term growth, generational shifts, and the need to connect with younger worshipers. These quiet factors added complexity to what outwardly appeared to be a straightforward succession. In the weeks following the announcement, the church saw heightened media coverage, welcome events, prayer gatherings, and widespread public interest. Yet, beneath the celebration, subtle tensions emerged. Questions about future ministry style, potential program changes, and the direction the church might take under new leadership. These concerns linger quietly, fueling ongoing intrigue. Taking on such a high-profile role comes with immense pressure. Brian Carn must now balance the expectations of a diverse congregation, honoring the traditions of longtime members, while introducing fresh ideas that appeal to newer, younger followers. He must sustain the church's national influence, manage staff and operations, coordinate outreach programs, and lead with both authority and humility. Every sermon, decision, and public appearance will be carefully watched and compared to his predecessor. Insiders suggest he has already started making subtle adjustments behind the scenes, from worship style shifts to new outreach strategies and mentorship initiatives. These early moves hint at a proactive and forward-thinking leadership style, raising curiosity about how the congregation will respond as more changes emerge. Reactions throughout Atlanta and beyond reflect the weight of this moment. Supporters express optimism, pointing to his spiritual depth and inclusive approach. Younger worshipers, in particular, see him as a bridge between tradition and modern ministry, and they've been vocal in their excitement online. Critics, however, are watching closely, analyzing his past, his methods, and any sign of how far he may steer the church from its roots. Leadership teams are reportedly working to manage internal adjustments, align staff with his vision, and maintain unity during this transition. These behind-the-scenes dynamics add suspense to an already captivating story. Brian Carn's appointment is far more than a title change. It marks a turning point that could redefine the church's identity, influence, and future. His challenge is to honor the legacy of a deeply respected institution while building his own. His task is to merge stability with innovation, tradition with fresh direction, and unity with growth. The coming months will reveal whether this transition leads to renewed influence and expansion or sparks deeper debate within the congregation. What is certain is that this moment stands as one of the most significant in the church's recent history, a shift filled with potential, tension, and transformative possibility.